Gabba's odd couple of the month. See, she weighs in there at 480 pounds.
The casting process for the 1982 TV series Cheers was a careful and deliberate one aimed at finding the perfect actors to bring the show's unique blend of humor and heart to life. For the role of Sam Malone, the former baseball player and bartender, the producers wanted someone with both charm and depth. They found their man in Ted Danson, who had previously appeared in the film's Body Heat, and they all laughed. Danson's natural charisma and comedic timing made him the ideal choice for the part. Kirstie Alley, who would later join the cast as Rebecca Howe, was initially considered for the role of Diane Chambers, the sophisticated and intellectual waitress. However, the producers ultimately decided that she was not quite right for the part, and instead cast Shelley Long, who brought a unique blend of intelligence and vulnerability to the role. The role of Coach, the wise and lovable bartender, went to Nicholas Colasanto, who had previously appeared in films such as Rio Bravo and The Hustler. Colasanto's warm and avuncular presence helped to balance out the more acerbic humor of Danson and Long. Rhea Perlman, who would go on to become a beloved member of the cast as Carla Tortelli, was not originally intended to be a regular character. However, after her hilarious audition, the producers knew they had to find a way to incorporate her into the show. The chemistry between the cast members was evident from the start and helped to create the unique and enduring ensemble that would become the hallmark of Cheers. From Danson and Long's will they or won't they dynamic to the camaraderie between the bar staff and patrons, the cast of Cheers truly became a family. Overall, the casting process for Cheers was a testament to the power of collaboration and intuition, as the producers were able to assemble a talented and cohesive ensemble that would captivate audiences for over a decade.
He was never born. There's something so horrible that he'll never set foot in this bar again.
The directorial vision behind the 1982 TV series Cheers was shaped by James Burrows, who brought his unique comedic style and approach to the story. Burrows was influenced by his background in theater and his experience working on sitcoms like The Mary Tyler Moore Show and The Bob Newhart Show. Burrows' style is characterized by his ability to capture natural, spontaneous moments on camera. He often used multiple cameras to film Cheers, allowing for a more fluid and dynamic shooting style. Burrows also focused on the actors' performances, working closely with them to develop their characters and improvise lines. Collaboration was key to Burrows' approach. He worked closely with the cast and crew, fostering a positive and supportive working environment. Burrows was known for his attention to detail, and he would often provide specific guidance to the actors on their delivery and movements. Burrows' creative influences included classic comedians like Jack Benny and Bob Hope, as well as contemporary sitcoms like All in the Family and MASH. He drew inspiration from these sources to create a unique blend of humor, heart, and character-driven stories in Cheers. Overall, Burrows' directorial vision was instrumental in bringing Cheers to life. His approach to storytelling, collaboration, and performance helped create a beloved and enduring TV series that continues to resonate with audiences today.
Look, if you're not going to get into the spirit of soft porn, just forget about it. No.
Cheers is a classic TV series that first aired in 1982 and ran for 11 seasons. It takes place in a Boston bar where a group of regulars gather to socialize and share their lives with each other. The show features a talented cast, including Ted Danson, Shelley Long, and Woody Harrelson, and is known for its humor, drama, and memorable characters. Throughout its run, Cheers tackled many important themes and issues, making it relatable and impactful for many viewers. Do you have a cherished memory associated with this TV series? Maybe a particular episode or character brings back fond memories for you. Cheers has also inspired and impacted many people's lives in various ways. Perhaps you were inspired to pursue a career in the entertainment industry or found comfort in watching the show during difficult times. We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. In this video, we will share some funny, shocking, and sad facts about Cheers that you may not know. From behind-the-scenes secrets to unexpected connections between cast members, there's plenty to discover about this beloved TV series. So stay tuned and keep watching to learn more.
Hey, Cliffy, next time you try to imitate that helicopter, I think you ought to chalk up the cues before you stick them in your ear.
The production of the 1982 TV series Cheers took place in Los Angeles, with the interior scenes filmed on a soundstage and the exterior shots taken at the Bull and Finch pub in Boston, which later became a popular tourist attraction due to the show's success. The set design for Cheers was meticulously crafted to recreate the atmosphere of a bustling Boston bar. The set included a long wooden bar, tables and booths, a jukebox, and a dartboard, all designed to look authentically worn and well used. To create the illusion of a real bar, the production team employed innovative techniques such as using forced perspective to make the set appear larger than it was, and using hidden doors and passages to allow actors and crew to move around unseen. The show's creators also made use of new technologies, such as computer-controlled lighting and sound systems, to enhance the viewing experience. One of the logistical challenges of filming Cheers was capturing the live audience reactions to the show's humor. To accomplish this, the production team built a separate seating area for the audience, located adjacent to the main set. This allowed the audience to watch the action unfold in real time, and their laughter and reactions were captured by microphones and incorporated into the final sound mix. Despite these challenges, the production team was able to create a beloved and enduring television series that captured the hearts of audiences around the world. The show's success is a testament to the skill and creativity of everyone involved in its production.
So, you still want to be a mommy?
You still want to be a daddy?
I do if you do.
Cheers is a classic television series that aired for 11 seasons and left a lasting impact on the sitcom genre. The show is set in a Boston bar run by former Red Sox pitcher Sam Malone, who is known for his womanizing ways. The cast of characters includes the sarcastic waitress Carla, snooty waitress Diane Chambers, regulars Cliff Clavin, Norm Peterson, and Dr. Frasier Crane, the bartender Woody Boyd, and the needy manager Rebecca Howe. At the start, Cheers received poor ratings, but the executives had the foresight to keep the show running, hoping that audiences would discover its charm. The show's focus on character development and relationships paid off, and it became a hit. While some critics have praised Cheers for its excellent writing and memorable characters, others have criticized it for its cruel humor and despicable characters. Carla, in particular, is often singled out as one of the most horrible characters in television history, with her behavior frequently glorified by the show. Sam, the main character, is also criticized for his misogynistic and womanizing ways. Despite these criticisms, Cheers has had a significant impact on television history. It launched many successful careers, including those of Woody Harrelson and Kelsey Grammer, and spawned the successful spin-off series Frasier. The show's legacy is still felt today, and it remains a beloved classic among many viewers. In summary, Cheers is a classic television series that has left a lasting impact on the sitcom genre. While some critics have criticized it for its cruel humor and despicable characters, others have praised it for its excellent writing and memorable characters. Regardless of one's opinion, there is no denying the show's significance in television history.
Any wonder I love you? I'm twice blessed. I'm getting the most wonderful guy.
The creation of the Cheers score and soundtrack was a collaborative effort between composers Gary Portnoy and Judy Hartangelo. They aimed to complement the show's lighthearted and friendly atmosphere with the iconic theme song Where Everybody Knows setting the stage for the viewer. Portnoy and Angelo's music was designed to enhance the emotional tone of the series, subtly mirroring the characters' feelings and the narrative's progression. The composers used a variety of instruments and styles to create a rich and diverse sound, which helped to bring the world of Cheers to life. Gary Portnoy, in an interview, mentioned that they wanted the theme song to convey a sense of warmth and community, which was central to the show's concept. The catchy melody and relatable lyrics of Where Everybody Knows have made it a lasting part of popular culture. The background score was composed to subtly enhance the comedic and emotional moments in each episode. The composers used a mix of instrumental pieces, often featuring piano, guitar, and percussion, to create a warm and inviting sound that perfectly complemented the world of Cheers. The soundtrack also included a variety of popular songs from the 1980s, which were often used to punctuate key moments in the show. These songs helped to establish the time period and add an extra layer of depth to the series. In conclusion, the creation of the Cheers score and soundtrack was a meticulous process, with composers Gary Portnoy and Judy Hart-Angelo working diligently to complement the narrative and emotional tone of the show. Their efforts resulted in a memorable and enduring soundtrack that has become synonymous with the world of Cheers.
Absolute ass of myself.
Oh, come on, Diane. Lighten up. It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't.
Heck no, I've known chicken.
In the TV series Cheers, which first aired in 1982, certain characters and storylines were initially intended to be temporary. For instance, Dr. Frasier Crane was only meant to appear in a single story arc, and Dr. Lilith Sternin and Kelly Gaines were both set to appear in just one episode. However, their characters proved to be popular and became regulars or semi-regulars on the show. Cheers also took a firm stance against drunk driving from the outset. The series never depicted anyone leaving the bar drunk to drive home, and it was later recognized by anti-drinking and driving groups for promoting designated driver programs. Furthermore, minor changes were made to the characters' names during production. Frasier's last name was originally Nye, but Kelsey Grammer suggested changing it to Crane, as Nye didn't seem fitting. These subtle adjustments helped shape the beloved characters that audiences came to know and love throughout the series.
Hey, come on, give us a little credit here, will you? When a man has a dirty job to do, he does it.
One of the most iconic scenes in Cheers is the opening credits, where the cast is introduced with the theme song where everybody knows. The use of a crane shot, combined with the upbeat tune and friendly atmosphere, invites the audience into the bar and sets the tone for the entire series. Another memorable scene is in the episode Sam at 11 when Sam and Diane share their first kiss. The dim lighting and close-up shots create an intimate atmosphere, highlighting the chemistry between the two characters. Danson later commented that the kiss just felt right, and that it was a turning point in their relationship. The episode Showdown features a classic comedic scene where Carla and Diane engage in a vicious food fight. The use of wide shots and fast-paced editing captures the chaos and humor of the moment. Perlman recalled that the scene was a lot of fun to shoot and that it was a great example of the ensemble's camaraderie. The final scene of the series, in the episode One for the Road, is also one of the most iconic. Sam and Diane share a heartfelt goodbye, with Sam telling Diane that she will always be his first love. The use of soft lighting and a slow tempo creates an emotional atmosphere, leaving a lasting impact on the audience. Danson stated that filming the final scene was difficult, but that it was a fitting end to the series.
Woody, take your break.
In the 1980s TV series Cheers, Corey Feldman and John Fury made appearances, both of whom also starred in the Friday the 13th film franchise. The iconic theme song, Where Everybody Knows, had additional verses in its full-length single version, sung by Gary Portnoy. Interestingly, the idea of Dr. Frasier Crane getting his own spin-off series, Frasier, was not initially planned. NBC offered Kelsey Grammer an undefined series in 1990 when Cheers ended, and the concept of Grammer reprising his role as Frasier only emerged during the new series development.
Feel about me the way I feel about you. See you around, Rebecca. Nice knowing you.
The 1982 TV series Cheers, set in a Boston bar, quickly became popular for its relatable characters and witty humor. Audiences were drawn to the friendly atmosphere and the struggles of the characters, which allowed people to see themselves in the show. Cheers had a significant impact on pop culture, with its theme song and bar setting becoming instantly recognizable. The series contributed to discussions on relevant social themes such as friendship, love, and the pursuit of success. It depicted diverse characters with unique background and personalities, which resonated with many viewers. Cheers also tackled serious issues like alcoholism, demonstrating how a popular sitcom could address real-life problems in a thoughtful manner. Moreover, Cheers inspired several other successful spin-off series, such as Frasier, further solidifying its influence on television history. The show's ability to create engaging storylines and memorable characters has left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. In summary, Cheers connected with its audience through relatable characters and engaging storylines, while also contributing to discussions on relevant social themes. Its influence on pop culture remains strong, as its impact on television history continues to be felt through its successful spin-offs.
Jazz and Mary.
Sam, there is one problem, however. I believe
Shelley Long was known for her professional and dedicated approach to playing her character Diane on Cheers, often spending many hours rehearsing and seeking motivations from the director. Contrary to rumors, writers Ken Levine and David Isaacs have reported that Long was kind and well-liked by the cast. Her unique process for playing Diane was successful and helped make the show a success. Ted Danson and George Wendt later echoed these sentiments, praising Long's performance. In 1987, after Long's departure from the show, Kirstie Alley joined the cast as Rebecca Howe. Rhea Perlman, who played Carla, has been quoted as saying that Alley's arrival felt like a vision, and that she was the perfect addition to the show following Long's departure. In addition to their work on Cheers, both Ted Danson and Shelley Long made appearances on the show family. Overall, the cast of Cheers was made up of dedicated and talented actors who each brought something unique to the show.
Shopping, there's a mall, right?
Cheers, the popular 1982 TV series, received widespread critical acclaim and numerous awards during its run. The show's clever writing, relatable characters, and engaging stories were praised by both critics and audiences. The New York Times hailed Cheers as a bright and engaging comedy with a distinctive wit. The Los Angeles Times called it a consistently funny and intelligent show that has a heart as big as its bar. Audiences connected with the characters and the setting, making Cheers a long-running hit. The show's themes of friendship, love, and the search for belonging resonated with viewers, making it a beloved part of television history. Cheers received a total of 111 Emmy Award nominations and 28 wins, including for Outstanding Comedy Series. The show's stars, including Ted Danson, Shelley Long, and Woody Harrelson, also received individual nominations and wins for their performances. These accolades are a testament to the talent and hard work of everyone involved in the show, from the writers and producers to the cast and crew. Winning awards not only boosts the show's reputation, but also increases its visibility, potentially attracting new viewers and boosting ratings. Moreover, awards and nominations can lead to increased opportunities for those involved in the show. For example, winning an Emmy can help an actor secure better roles in the future, while a successful show can lead to spin-offs and other opportunities for the creators. In short, the critical reception and awards received by Cheers are a reflection of the show's quality and popularity. These accolades not only honor the hard work and talent of those involved, but also help to ensure the show's lasting legacy in television history.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Oh.
When the character Coach passed away in Cheers, producers decided to introduce a new character, Woody, who was younger and had a different dynamic. This decision was influenced by the success of Family Ties with Michael J. Fox. Initially, Coach's absence was to be explained by him moving away, but it was later changed to his death due to his loyalty to Cheers. Jay Thomas, who played Carla's husband Eddie Lebeck, was also a popular radio show host in Los Angeles. However, his character was killed off after he made a disparaging remark about Rhea Perlman during his radio show. Thomas was known for making controversial statements, but his comments about Perlman did not sit well with her or the show's creators. Perlman has denied this story, stating that she wanted Carla to remain a loner, but others have claimed that she wanted Thomas fired. Kirstie Alley, who replaced Shelley Long, appeared on Cheers for 6 seasons, while Long was only in 5. Alley's character, Rebecca, became a significant part of the show, and her tenure was longer than Long's. Overall, the cast and crew changes in Cheers were handled professionally, with the show's creators ensuring that new characters fit well with the existing dynamic. The decisions made during these changes contributed to the show's success and longevity.
I mean, you know, every day you wake up, something's changed. Everything's just changing.
During the filming of Cheers, the cast and crew often spent long hours together on set. One time, Ted Danson, who played Sam Malone, decided to liven things up by bringing in a case of beer for everyone to share after a long day of shooting. This act of camaraderie helped to create a close-knit and friendly atmosphere behind the scenes. Another memorable moment from the making of Cheers involved Kirstie, who joined the cast in the third season as Rebecca Howe. Allie was nervous about filling the shoes of Shelley Long, who had played Diane Chambers for the first 3 seasons. To help ease her nerves, the cast and crew surprised her with a special gift, a pair of red high-heeled shoes, similar to the ones that Dorothy wore in The Wizard of Oz. This thoughtful gesture helped Allie feel more welcome and at ease on set. The set of Cheers was also home to a number of practical jokes and pranks. For example, during one episode, the character Cliff Clavin, played by John Ratzenberger, was supposed to be sitting at the bar reading a book. To make it look like Ratzenberger was actually reading, the prop department gave him a real book with very small print. Ratzenberger, who is dyslexic, struggled to read the book and ended up improvising his lines. The result was a hilarious and memorable scene that ended up making it into the final cut of the episode. Overall, the making of Cheers was marked by a sense of camaraderie, creativity, and fun. The cast and crew worked hard to create a welcoming and inclusive environment, and their efforts paid off in the form of a beloved and enduring television show.
Chambers?
Would it be all right if I said something at this time?
In the hit 80s TV series, Cheers, the cast members had distinct differences between their real-life personalities and their on-screen characters. Ted Danson, who played the womanizing bar owner Sam, was actually a college-educated man who was shy around women and not particularly interested in sports. Meanwhile, Shelley Long, who portrayed the high-strung and intellectual Diane, shared many similarities with her character, often engaging in discussions with writers about Diane's development. Shelley Long made her return to the set just 4 months after giving birth to her daughter, Juliana Long Tyson, for the filming of Cheers' 4th season. Among the main cast, Danson, Rhea Perlman, and George Wendt were the only actors to appear in all 275 episodes, with John Ratzenberger close behind with 274 appearances, missing only 1 episode in the first season. Cheers' lasting impact on television history is undeniable, with its talented cast and memorable characters leaving a legacy that continues to resonate with audiences today.
Hey, Woodhead. I asked you if you know how to bowl.
The 1982 TV series Cheers holds a significant place in film history. Its innovative approach to storytelling and character development greatly influenced future filmmaking. Cheers is known for its memorable cast of characters and the unique bar setting where much of the action takes place. This setting became a comfortable and engaging backdrop for exploring relationships, humor, and human connections. Set in a Boston bar, Cheers revolves around the lives of the employees and patrons, blending comedy and drama seamlessly. The show's ability to tackle serious issues while maintaining a lighthearted tone resonated with audiences and inspired other television series to adopt similar storytelling methods. Cheers left a lasting impact on popular culture and inspired numerous subsequent works. Its influence can be seen in various sitcoms and dramas that feature ensemble casts, relatable characters, and a focus on relationships. The series also paved the way for shows like Frasier, which continued the story of a beloved Cheers character in a new setting. The show's success can be attributed to its engaging writing, talented cast, and relatable themes. By focusing on the everyday lives of ordinary people, Cheers tapped into a universal human experience that continues to resonate with audiences today. Its enduring appeal is a testament to the power of compelling storytelling and the importance of creating relatable, well-developed characters.
Okay, go ahead.
Really?
Yes, you've done a lot for me. It's fine.
God, this friendship stuff's gonna be fantastic.
Jackie Swanson, who played Woody Harrelson's love interest on Cheers, had a crush on him during the early years of the show. She wasn't the only one, as Harrelson's charm was evident to all. Ted Danson, who played the womanizing bartender Sam Malone, was the only main actor or actress to receive an Emmy nomination for every season of the show's 11-year run. His co-stars also received recognition with either nominations or wins throughout the series. Cheers was located under and adjacent to a restaurant called Melville's, while the Bull and Finch Bar, which served as the show's inspiration, was located under a restaurant called the Hampshire House. The Bull and Finch Bar became a popular tourist destination due to its connection to the beloved sitcom.
This
It's one of those complicated situations. I think that what we ought to do is go back and...
John Ratzenberger, known as Rats by the Cheers crew, found his name among many others named John, leading to his nickname. The show had its fair share of famous visitors, including Prince, who was friends with Kirstie Alley, and Jackie Swanson. Carla, a beloved character on Cheers, had a full name that truly captured her personality: Carla Maria Victoria Angelina Teresa Apollonia Lazapon Tortelli Lebec. Her character, played by Rhea Perlman, was a fan favorite, and her name reflected her multifaceted and complex personality. The show's behind-the-scenes stories and character details offer a glimpse into the world of Cheers, showcasing the unique and memorable aspects of the show that have made it a classic in television history.
I haven't been completely honest about my kids.
What haven't you told him about your kids?
In the first season of Cheers, Rhea Perlman, who played Carla, had an unpleasant experience when Nicholas Colasanto, playing Coach, accidentally stepped on her feet. Perlman yelped in pain, but was relieved to find out that her feet were not broken. She even shed a few tears due to the minor discomfort. Carla, Perlman's character, had two youngest children who were twins, named Jesse and Elvis. The name Elvis was inspired by Carla's admiration for Elvis Presley, and interestingly, Presley had a stillborn twin brother named Jesse. Cliff, played by John Ratzenberger, was initially intended to be a police officer. However, the producers changed his occupation to a mailman, which they believed would provide him with more opportunities to gather information for his famous little-known facts. Many of Cliff's trivial facts were ad-libbed by Ratzenberger, with the scripts merely serving as cues for his lines.
Live sharks for breakfast. Yeah, but don't go by me. I've hated every boss I've ever had.
Throughout the TV series Cheers, the Cheers sign at the bar's entrance is sometimes illuminated by a spotlight, while in most shots, there is no spotlight. This inconsistency does not detract from the show's popularity. Timothy Treadwell, known for his role in Grizzly Man, auditioned for the part of Woody on Cheers. Not obtaining the role reportedly led Treadwell into a deep depression. Kelsey Grammer holds a unique record in the television industry. He is the only actor to be nominated for an Emmy Award for 3 different television series, all for the same character Frasier, Crane, and Cheers, Frasier, and a guest appearance on Wings. This accomplishment showcases Grammer's exceptional acting skills and consistency in portraying the beloved character.
You think that'll work?
Well, if not, have a nice honeymoon.
In the show Cheers, actors Frances Sternhagen and John Ratzenberger had previously worked together in Outland before joining the cast as Cliff Clavin and his mother, Mistress Esther Clavin. The character of Coach, played by Nicholas Colasanto, had a confusing latter half of Season 3 due to the actor's death. The last episode filmed entirely with Colasanto was Season 3, Episode 23 Cheers. The final audition for the roles of Sam and Diane saw Fred Dryer and Julia Duffy, William Devane and Lisa Eichhorn, and Ted Danson and Shelley Long paired together. Danson and Long were chosen due to their better chemistry. Dryer and Duffy later made guest appearances in the first season. Colasanto's character was written off in Season 4, Episode 1, Birth, Death, Love, and Rice, and in the series finale, One for the Road, Sam adjusts a picture of Geronimo, which Colasanto kept in his dressing room as a good luck charm.
Think of this as your ticket out of Weenie Town.
For 5 out of its 11 seasons, Cheers shared a network with St. Elsewhere, a drama series with comedic elements that was also set in Boston. In a Cheers episode from the second season, the character Carla goes into labor and is taken to St. Eligius Hospital, although it is never shown on screen. Later, in a 1985 episode of St. Elsewhere titled Cheers, several doctors from the hospital visit the bar and meet Carla, Norm, and Cliff. This connection has led to the theory of the Tommy Westphal universe, which suggests that Cheers is part of the imaginings of Tommy Westphal, an autistic character on St. Elsewhere. In other news, Ed O'Neill, who played Jay Pritchett on Modern Family, originally auditioned for the role of Sam on Cheers. Additionally, Shelley Long, who played Diane on Cheers, played the ex-wife of O'Neill's character on Modern Family. Lastly, if you pay close attention to Norm's entrance in the early seasons featuring Shelley Long, you'll notice that while everyone else shouts Norm, Long's character, Diane, never joins in. Instead, she quietly and properly addresses him as Norman a moment later.
Well, doesn't anybody care to know what I am concerned about? No.
The creators of Cheers considered various locations before settling on Boston as the show's setting, including Barstow, California, Chicago, Illinois, and Kansas City, Missouri. During the series' run, the actors took on roles outside of their Cheers characters, with George Wendt appearing in Meister Brau beer ads as his Norm character, and Kelsey Grammer promoting Snapper lawnmowers, drawing from his therapist persona as Frasier. The map that hung on Rebecca's office wall for her first 3 seasons was a reproduction of a winning 1670 map by Dutch mapmaker Nicolas Visserai.
I got a scarf.
In the premiere episode of Cheers in 1982, the character played by Paul Willson was named Glenn, not Greg as mistakenly credited. The show's beginning was humble, finishing dead last in the Nielsen ratings its debut week. Despite this, Harry Anderson continued to make appearances as Harry the Hat even after he had his own show, Night Court. This demonstrates the show's ability to attract and retain talented actors, contributing to its enduring popularity.
Well, she said she loves me, always has, always will.
Kelsey Grammer, known for his role in Cheers, decided to grow a beard for the show's final season, but later shaved it off for the spin-off Frasier to appear younger. Sadly, Kirstie Alley, another regular cast member, passed away following the death of Nicholas Colasanto. During her college days, Alley was nicknamed Backseat Becky. These events marked the end of an era for the beloved sitcom.
Becca, there'll be other fish fries. The long view here.
I was talking about John.
The Lillian Corporation, a prominent company in the television industry, took over the ownership of Cheers and employed Rebecca from seasons 6 to 8. Magician and actor Harry Anderson made several guest appearances as Harry the Hat, a conman, during the show's run. His performances were so well received that NBC decided to create a spin-off series, Night Court, around him. If not for this, Anderson may have become a regular cast member on Cheers. Kelsey Grammer, who played the role of Frasier Crane, was often given deliberately bad lines by the writers as a challenge to make them funny. Despite the poor quality of the lines, Grammer consistently managed to deliver them in a humorous manner, showcasing his comedic skills.
Come on, it was just a meaningless joke.
There's no such thing as a meaningless joke.
In 1982, the TV series Cheers saw David Alan Grier audition for an African-American character that was never realized. The show underwent significant changes when Shelley Long left, as writers shifted the focus to an ensemble cast, leading to a more diverse range of stories. Kirstie Alley, who replaced Long, proved to be more popular with viewers and cast members alike. As the series progressed, the main cast rehearsal time decreased, with some relying on cue cards. This change was noticed by Ted Danson, who saw it as a sign that the show had run its course, ultimately deciding to leave after the 11th season. Roger Rees, who played Robin Colcourt, and Bebe Neuwirth, who played Lilith, were among the few who continued to rehearse regularly, along with the guest stars. The main cast had become so familiar with their characters that they required less rehearsal time. This shift in the show's production marked the beginning of the end for Cheers.
Abandoned our reservations about a complete commitment.
Rhea Perlman's acting skills were recognized with 10 Emmy nominations during her 11 years on Cheers. Kelsey Grammer struggled with alcoholism during the show's final season, causing difficulties for his co-stars. Despite this, Grammer has appeared alongside Ted Danson in 4 different series, including Cheers and Frasier. After Cheers, Grammer continued to grapple with his alcoholism, only achieving full recovery during the early seasons of Frasier.
And that's why we admire you. You know, I think I speak for everyone in the bar here when I say that if it had been any of us, we would have blown up.
John Ratzenberger, who played Cliff on Cheers, had his trousers specially tailored to showcase his character's signature white socks. The series became the longest-running American primetime scripted series in 1993, a title it held for only a week before the final episode aired. Ted Danson appeared in episodes of Cheers, Frasier, and Becker with both John Mahoney and Kelsey Grammer, although only in Frasier did Mahoney and Grammer play their well-known roles as Martin and Frasier Crane.
did it. I rigged the machine. The next person who pulls that handle is going to be up there.
The character of Rebecca Howe in the TV series Cheers underwent significant changes due to audience reception. Initially written as an icy and uptight character, Rebecca was rewritten as neurotic and zany after the episode where she gets drunk and confesses her feelings to Sam Malone. This shift in characterization led to a more favorable response from the audience. John Lithgow was approached to play the role of Frasier, but declined the offer as he had no interest in being a regular on a television series at the time. He would later become the star of Third Rock from the Sun. In the state of Massachusetts, it is illegal to have a happy hour with reduced price drinks due to a law passed in 1984. This law was likely put in place to prevent excessive drinking and promote responsible alcohol consumption. In summary, the character of Rebecca Howe in Cheers underwent changes due to audience reception, John Lithgow declined the role of Frasier, and Massachusetts has a law against happy hours with reduced price drinks.
Let Larry bring dinner down to me.
Cliff Clavin?
The popular 80s TV show Cheers was inspired by real-life Baseball Hall of Famers Casey Stengel, Yogi Berra, and Sparky Anderson for the character of Coach. The show's iconic catchphrase, Norm, welcomes the character Norm Peterson into the bar. Cheers starts and ends with main character Sam Malone walking in and out of the pool room, creating a full-circle narrative.
There on the couch next to him. I better call Ma. She'll be thrilled.
The popular TV series Cheers, which first aired in 1982, is set at the fictional address of 112 Beacon Street. If this fractional address existed, it would be located in a row of brownstone townhouses on Beacon Street, which runs for approximately 10 miles from the center of Boston to I-95 at Newton Lower Falls. In the show, the character Rebecca Howe was played by Kirstie Alley. However, it's interesting to note that other well-known actresses, such as Sharon Stone, Kim Cattrall, and Marg Helgenberger, also auditioned for the role. Rhea Perlman, who played the character Carla, had a notable emotional moment while filming Cheers. She was the only female actor to cry during the filming of the episode Manager Coach, when her character burped Coach. Meanwhile, John Ratzenberger and Ted Danson, who played Cliff and Sam, also cried during the filming of the Irish lullaby scene. This just goes to show that even the most seasoned actors can be moved to tears while working on a project they are passionate about.
You cancel.
That's impossible.
In the critically acclaimed TV series Cheers, which aired from 1982 to 1993, all 10 regular cast members received Emmy nominations for their exceptional performances. Notably, Ted Danson, Kirstie Alley, Shelley Long, Rhea Perlman, Woody Harrelson, and Bebe Neuwirth were the fortunate winners. Interestingly, Woody Harrelson declined to continue the series without Ted Danson when the latter announced his departure, showcasing their strong bond both on and off screen. Moreover, John Ratzenberger, who portrayed Cliff on Cheers, had minor roles in two major franchises of that time, Star Wars and Superman. He appeared as a Rebel Alliance sergeant in The Empire Strikes Back, and as a NASA controller in Superman the movie. These appearances highlight Ratzenberger's diverse acting career beyond his iconic role in Cheers.
Okay? Here, just take the card, and if you want to call the doctor, that's fine, and if you don't...
In the 9th season of Cheers, the cast and crew began an annual tradition of filming in Boston, including scenes at the iconic Cheers bar and other locations. Although the set is currently in storage, there are plans to feature it in a larger museum in the future. John Mahoney, known for his role as Frasier's father, made a single appearance on Cheers as a jingle writer. Unfortunately, the set used for filming is not currently accessible to the public, as the Hollywood Entertainment Museum closed in 2006. However, fans can look forward to the possibility of seeing the set in a new museum in the coming years. Mahoney's guest appearance on Cheers came before his role on Frasier, adding to the long-running show's list of notable guest stars.
I don't want to hear about her relationship with John Hill. I don't understand what they do when they get together anyway, and I don't want to.
John Ratzenberger is known for playing the character Clifford C. Cliff Clavin, Jr. in 6 different series, including Cheers, St. Elsewhere, The Tortelli, Wings, The Simpsons, and Frasier. He appeared in all of these series alongside George Wendt. Rhea Perlman, who played Carla Tortelli in Cheers, appeared in all 273 episodes of the show, along with Ted Danson and George Wendt. The auditions for Cheers were held on the set of Bosom Buddies by the Charles Brothers and James Burrows.
Seems to be a theme you enjoy.
No, I was worried about you. I brought you a shaving.
Creating the witty normisms for every entrance was a significant challenge for the Cheers writers. The vintage image in the opening credits, associated with Kirstie Alley, is not a drinking establishment, but a pharmacy store clerk from Springfield, Massachusetts, around 1895. As for Sam Malone, Ted Danson's character, he is a recovering alcoholic, often seen sipping seltzer or coffee in every scene, a common practice for people in recovery to resist the urge to drink around alcohol. Nicholas Colasanto, who played Coach on Cheers, received a memorial service attended by the whole cast and crew, except for John Ratzenberger being the only one who attended his actual funeral. Kelsey Grammer's daughter, Spencer Grammer, made an appearance on the show in the episode One Hugs, the other doesn't. In the episode The Bells of St. Cleats, Carla and her pregnant friends drank beer, despite fetal alcohol syndrome being discovered in 1973.
Night.
I got 10 that says 11 o'clock. I'll take 9:30.
Grace, you want in?
Robert Prosky was initially considered for the role of Coach on Cheers, but ended up playing Rebecca's father in a guest appearance. He also appeared on the show's spin-off, Frasier. In Germany, the show premiered in 1985 with altered storyline, character names, and inaccurate dubbing. However, from 1995-1996, RTL aired all episodes with accurate translations. The writers of Cheers found it easier to write the show after Shelley Long's departure, as they felt they had more freedom to develop the ensemble cast without focusing on Sam and Diane's relationship.
Guess who the new owner of Cheers is? No, it's not me, it's Sam.
David Angel and his wife tragically lost their lives on September 11, 2001, when their flight was hijacked and flown into the World Trade Center. They were on their way home to California after attending a family wedding in Massachusetts. The show had a notable connection to the film industry, as James L. Brooks, one of the directors, had won an Oscar for directing Terms of Endearment. The theme song, Where Everybody Knows, became a beloved anthem for the series. Its lyrics resonated with viewers, expressing the desire for a place of acceptance and community in a world full of troubles and worries. Here's the full text of the theme song, Making Your Way in the World Today. Takes everything you've got taking a break from all your worries, sure would help a lot, wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiance didn't show. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name. Roll out of bed. Mr. Coffee's dead, the morning's looking bright, and your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write, and your husband wants to be a girl, be glad. There's one place in the world where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to go where people know people are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name, where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came where everybody knows your name.
What then?
Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go right...
The opening teaser scenes of Cheers were primarily written by the show's junior writers, with some scenes being cuts from earlier episodes due to time constraints. Woody Harrelson, who played Woody Boyd, is the only main cast member to receive an Academy Award nomination as of 2005. Melville's, the restaurant above Cheers, was named after Herman Melville, a famous author from Massachusetts. The inn near Cape Cod, where Sam takes his dates, is called the Pequod, named after the ship in Moby Dick, Melville's most famous novel. The Pequod was named after the Pequot, an indigenous tribe from what is now Connecticut.
Do you want to know what bugs me about you?
Oh, I'd love to. What?
The cologne you always wear.
During the first season of Cheers, a special scene was created to air before the Super Bowl 17 to help boost ratings. The scene featured commentator Pete Axtell and was added to the episode that followed the game. Originally, the show was going to be set in a hotel. However, when the creators realized that most of the action would take place in the hotel bar, they decided to focus solely on the bar and abandoned the hotel concept. Bebe Neuwirth, who played Lilith on Cheers, left the show during its final season to pursue Broadway stage work. Her departure led to a storyline in which Frasier and Lilith separated after her affair with a male colleague. Lilith then moved into an experimental ecopod. Neuwirth returned for a final appearance in which she and Frasier reconciled and was portrayed off-screen for the remainder of the series. She later reprised her role on episodes of Frasier.
On our team. Then we'll really cream Gary.
Yeah.
No, that'd be cheating.
But that'd be good cheating.
You know.
A planned cliffhanger for Cheers' 6th season, where Sam Malone discovers a former girlfriend has HIV, was scrapped due to a writer's strike. His frequent mentions of wife Vera led to her brief appearance in a Thanksgiving episode, her face hidden by a pie. Actor Kelsey Grammer sued his talent agency, Artist Agency, into
I feel so out of place in my sociology class. Do you know what it's like to sit in school?
The exterior shots of the bar in the popular 1982 TV series Cheers were filmed at the Bull and Finch Pub in Boston, which was named after famous American architect Charles Bulfinch. The show's theme song, Where Everybody Knows, was released as a single in 1983 and became a moderate hit. The song was performed by its songwriter Gary Portnoy, not Woody Harrelson as some believed. Harrelson wasn't involved with the show until being cast. In 2011, a Rolling Stone readers' poll ranked the song at number 1 on their list of greatest TV theme songs ever. Actress Shelley Long, who played Diane Chambers, was 8 months pregnant with her daughter Juliana Long Tyson when she completed filming the 3rd series of Cheers. In the first season, NBC considered canceling Cheers, but it was saved by then NBC Entertainment president Brandon Tartikoff, who later joined Paramount, the show's production company. Initially, Fred Dryer was a strong contender for the role of Sam Malone, but the writers preferred Ted Danson as they wanted the bar owner to be a baseball player instead of a football player. Kirstie Alley, in a recent Entertainment Tonight interview, revealed that there was a significant amount of sexual harassment on the set of Cheers. She mentioned groping, unwanted kissing, and people taking and sharing naked pictures of each other. However, Alley clarified that everyone involved enjoyed it and did not complain about it.
Till now.
Which reminds me of the other thing I heard about you.
Oh, no. Wait, let me set the record straight.
In the audition process for the role of Woody on Cheers, Rich Schreiner was a finalist. Prior to Cheers, WCVB, a Boston-based ABC TV station, had already created a sitcom called Park City Under in 1978. This show featured an underground bar in Boston owned by a former Red Sox player, along with a flighty blonde waitress, a befuddled older bartender, and even a psychiatrist as a regular patron. However, the creators of Cheers have consistently denied any connection to Park City Under, and no legal claims of plagiarism have been made. A recurring joke on Cheers revolved around Sam's vanity regarding his hair. In reality, Ted Danson had a bald spot, which required him to wear a hairpiece. This humorous aspect added a layer of relatability to the character, making him even more endearing to the audience.
Do you know Marvelous 4?
It's only my fave, that's all.
Achieving both last and first place in television ratings throughout its run, the sitcom Cheers holds a unique record in TV history. Initially, it ranked 77th in the ratings during its first airing, but by the 9th season, it topped the charts. Interestingly, David Alan Grier was almost cast in Cheers, but they created a role for him on All Is Forgiven instead, which also starred Bess Armstrong, who was originally considered for the part of Diane. Unfortunately, All Is Forgiven only lasted a year. George Wendt, who played Norm Peterson, appeared in 6 different shows as the same character, including Cheers, Frasier, Wings, St. Elsewhere, The Tortellis, and The Simpsons. Wendt and John Ratzenberger, who played Cliff, hold the distinction of being the only actors to portray the same characters on 6 different series.
You're gonna do fine, Coach.
In the TV series Cheers, Cliff Clavin is the only main character who never gets into a physical fight, despite his tendency for provoking trouble with his motor mouth. Other characters, such as Sam Malone, Dr. Lilith Sternin Crane, Dr. Frasier Crane, Woody Boyd, and Norm Peterson, have all been involved in physical altercations both on and off camera. Later in the series, George Wendt, who played Norm, suggested reprising his role in an episode of Frasier, where Norm makes a series of prank calls to Frasier's radio show. However, the scene was ultimately written differently, with Norm and Cliff appearing on the show together. Regarding character interactions, Diane always addressed Norm and Cliff with formal titles, while Woody addressed everyone, except for Sam, Eddie, and Carla, with respectful titles. These small details added depth to the characters and their relationships with one another.
To forgive you. All you two need is a few moments together in private. Okay.
It may be hard to believe, but Woody Harrelson's character on Cheers, Woody Boyd, shares the same first name purely by coincidence. The show's creators had already named the character Woody before Harrelson even auditioned. In fact, Harrelson had never seen the show and was not interested in doing television until a friend suggested he audition. John Ratzenberger and Kelsey Grammer were both originally hired for just 7 episodes during their respective first seasons on the show. Ratzenberger appeared in the 1982-1983 season, while Grammer joined in the 1984-1985 season. The original concept for Cheers featured Diane Chambers as the tough business owner of the bar, with Sam Malone as her employee. However, the chemistry between Shelley Long and Ted Danson during auditions led to a change in plans. After Long left the show during the 5th season, producers returned to the original concept, making Rebecca Howe the manager and Sam her employee.
Not to worry. If you knew your law, you would have read up on a little thing in the Bill of Rights called a double standard.
If you have fond memories of the 1982 TV series Cheers, we'd love to hear them. Share your stories and experiences related to this classic show, and how it may have influenced your perspective on television or storytelling. Perhaps you laughed along with the characters, or found a sense of community in the Boston bar where the show is set. Whatever your connection to Cheers, we'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to engage with our post by liking and sharing it, and consider subscribing for more explorations into the world of cinema. Let's start a conversation and celebrate the enduring impact of this beloved series.
Around you seeing a guy who tucks his t-shirt in his undershorts and your reputation is shot to hell.